Hello everyone! Welcome back into another episode of Last Protagonist Plays Crosscode. I hope you guys are doing well as always. In yesterday's stream, we did a bunch of side quests essentially, and we didn't progress beyond Bergen. We talked to a couple of people in our guild, and it wasn't that big of a deal. We helped Jean, the bunny girl, who's not actually a bunny girl, out with her guild's tasks, I guess, and it seems like she's being taken advantage of. It's a little bit unclear how, but there seems to be something a little bit more going on with that side of the story. We found the Billy Kid Goatman doing evil Goatman things. We put a stop to that. We did some more botany stuff. We met the farmer girl. She gave us some rewards. We went into another mine. We fought a bunch of bugs and cleared out the mine as best we could. So today, I think we're finally done with the side quests in this region. So we should be able to progress to the west of Bergenworth to the other place, which I can't remember the name of. So before doing all that, let's go ahead and see if we can't talk to our guild members. Probably say the same thing. Okay. It's all the same. Okay, what's the exclamation point? Hi! Oh, hey there! Are you also on your way to the first dungeon? Oh, okay, I think we already talked to them. Check any quests. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. So we did not finish all of the side quests. I lied. I doubly lied. Alright. We can thankfully teleport right there. Hi there, fella. Welcome to the Hermit's house. Hi. You have been sent by Mrs. Summers to help us with our broken generator? Man, we were really getting worried. See, without that generator, this room will be pretty chilly soon. What's the point of it then? I know, right? So we need some materials to fix that thing, and most of them are pretty far away. First off, refined metal. There are traders in Bergen who can refine it from cheaper metal with some other stuff. Next, we need metal gears from the temple mine. And some chunks of Bergen ice for the cooling. You should find that ice not far from here. Lastly, we need some fuel. The generator runs on arid lumber which only grows in Maroon Valley. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Those generators sure aren't simple campfires. You got everything? Wait, how did I get the maroon thing? Oh, she's asking if I understood what she's saying. Alright, hope to see you soon, before we're all icicles in here. Bye. They have backup power, of course. How convenient. Alright, no new NPC stuff. Oh yeah, I did mean to go back to the big village city and see if we didn't have new quests to pick up. Okay, cool. So if that's good, next we need to find the broken shield. Bergen Village House 2. What did he say? the cat in the car. Hey Onwed, welcome into the stream. Shame I wasn't the first protagonist. Protagonist is a sick name. Appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? Have you played Crosscode before? I'm in the wrong spot. But if I was the first protagonist, I would have been blasted a long time ago. Hello, young lady. Alright, we've heard that. Where waterfalls steep and the mountains are high, a secret path shall lie. Okay. Did you want me to go into a cave? I don't even really remember. I think it'd be here. So he told me where the mountains are high. The secret path shall lie. If you've played it, you can 100% recommend the DLC when you get to the end if I don't already have it. I got this on PS Plus, so I'm assuming I don't have the DLC. I didn't even know it had DLC, to be honest. Just out of curiosity, have you played Alabaster Dawn yet? Because this game was on my to-check-out list for a very long time. And then I saw Alabaster Dawn, and I was like, damn, that looks phenomenal. But I want to wait for that to come out fully before I go into it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Not yet. You're waiting for it to fully release, so you're the same as me on that front then. Yeah, I feel like more and more these days, it pays to just kind of wait, unfortunately. Or maybe I was talking about this spot. You've seen a lot of people checking out Crosscode due to Alabaster Dawn. That gave me another push back toward it, because I remember looking at trailers for this back a few years ago and thinking it looked really cool, and it just kind of fell on the wayside for me. And then after finding out that Alabaster Dawn did Crosscode, I was like, oh, okay, I definitely need to check out their prior game to help give me a better understanding if I wanted to get Alabaster Dawn as soon as it fully released, or if I wanted to wait or not play it. But I feel like with the quality of Crosscode so far, I would not regret getting Alabaster Dawn on release. Let's go over here. I'm assuming there's nothing, but... Oh, wait, you can't even jump there? Oh. I should test where I'm going to jump more. How come she's not auto-jumping? Like, it felt easier to do the platforming on the ice challenge than this right now. You hope it gives more attention to Secrets of Grindia too? Bro, that game has been on my wish list for way too long. I had it on my wish list like years before it finally released. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been That game looked really cool as well. I didn't see that the reviews were as good as I was hoping would be, just based off the Steam stuff, but I still want to check it out someday. You don't really see that name get brought up out of the blue. That one and Crosscode came out at the same time, have a lot of cute references to each other's ARPGs. Oh really? I didn't know that. Yeah, honestly, playing this game makes me want to replay a bunch of old JRPGs that I enjoyed. I think, like, the standout one in my mind right now is kind of Wild Arms. There's something very similar to the way you navigate terrain and have all these tools and stuff. That's what I get for not checking. That is kind of my chief complaint about this game. It's a little bit hard to tell the vertical parts of it. Was this a timing thing? What is that? Okay, no. It was a timing thing. Should I have just shot that? Probably. Is this timed? No. Wait, maybe I should go that way. How to go under? What? Okay, that makes more sense. Too early. Yeah, you had to use the charge shot for the shadows, for the verticality a lot. Yeah. At least it isn't punishing. Oh wait, Onward, you've played this? Can you tell me how to use items? I wish I was joking, but I'm actually not. Oops. Hey, Astanex and Galamoth, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back. Doing pretty well. How about yourself? Maybe I should go when it's coming from the right side. Should I land on that now? I should have just fell. No, we'll be fine, actually. Once we do that. Okay, now we're good. You can press tab to open the quick menu. Oh my god. I forgot! They never actually tutorialized this. I think maybe they do. But I was like, oh, there's the map. And that's all I cared about in the search. Oh, God. Okay. Thank you very much, sir or madam. At first, when you're like, tab, I'm like, I'm playing on controller. I don't have the tab key. Why does that penguin look so familiar? The Cowboy Bebop penguin. That's why. Galamoth, you've been worse, you suppose? Glad to hear it. Sorry, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm a little bit sad. The house feels a little bit emptier, you know. But other than that, I'm alright. And also, welcome back in, Chadwick. How we doing, Dino Riders? Chadwick, have you been keeping track on that Dino Sword game? I think that's either releasing or just recently released. He's angry. Can we knock him down? It'd probably be a bad idea. You shot me. He's fleeing? Okay, so I need to really focus on him, I guess. Trying to burn him. You know, being able to use items would have helped me out a lot very early on in the game when I didn't have any of the regen gear and I was getting beat up by the little groundhog things. Stop hitting me! Rockbeak! Plus... Polished Mic. Broken Shield. Hand over the Broken Shield to Dakar. Not even gonna put it in park first. That's a terrible joke, you're welcome. Chadwick the dinosaur game? No idea. SNX said, a Soulsborne with dinos and swords. Someone was hitting the sake. I don't know if it's actually a Soulsborne. It just kind of looks more like a fighting game. I don't know if you'd really do any of the exploration in that. Seemed more like a gimmick to me than a video game, but who knows, with it coming out, maybe there's more to it. I guess you could imagine that you're Sif. Primal Rage? Oh man, it's been a while since I thought of that game. Welcome back, young lady. Any luck finding the broken shield? Ha ha ha, this is great. Maybe there's a chance to see them after all. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about my kids. But I'm not a man who lays his personal life on other people's minds, so don't worry. Here, take this, Leah. I really appreciate your help with these. I do hope we meet again. Bye. Bye. Right. So... now we can go to the other area. Wait. I kind of blinked. Is there anything else over there? I should double check. Galamoth, you really miss Bloody Roar? You'd love to play one of those games again? This is not really related, but I saw somebody playing like a Viking game the other day. It looked kind of awful, but apparently the first game is a lot better. I'm trying to remember the name of it. The name was something similar like Carnage. But certainly not Carnage. Oops. Like Hrothgar the Viking? Something like that. Volgar, yes, like vulgar. Damn it. I've never professed to be really good at remembering names. Let it be known. Yeah. I saw somebody playing the second Volgar game. It looked kind of terrible, to be honest. But he was complaining about it. And said that the first game was a lot better. I looked at some footage of it. It looks kind of cool. I feel like that might be a game that you might enjoy if you liked the old Primal Rages or Golden Axe, maybe? I feel like that could also be a pretty good Chadwick game. But I have not played them myself. Full disclosure. I think I just walked in here immediately. The first one's kind of fun. Brutal, though. Yeah, the second one looks even more brutal and more sluggish. Kind of got the Dark Souls 2 treatment, I think. Yeah, Bloody Roar is the one where people turn into badass animals. I didn't own it, unfortunately. I got to rent it a time or two, and that was super cool as a kid. Oh, wait. I'm also thinking of Altered Beast. I don't know if I actually played Bloody Roar. Or wait. Those three games really blend together for me. Primal Rage, Primal Roar, and Altered Beast. So forgive me if I confuse any of the three. Chadwick, we know you don't like anything. Oh yeah. All right. Just fork over all of your copies of R-Type. Why don't you then? Galamoth, you threw a curveball mentioning two fighting games with similar names. What's that other fighting game? Damn it, I need to look all of these games up right now, because I will never mentally differentiate them. Primal Roar, Bloody Rage, Altered Beast, no, I'm thinking of Bloody Roar. No, I'm thinking of something completely different than Bloody Roar. I don't know what Bloody Roar is. Yeah, I don't think I ever played Primal Roar either. Hold on, I need to type in game, apparently. Altered Beast is one of your earliest gaming memories, Galamoth? Kid down the street borrowed it and ruined it with spaghetti sauce. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that rise from your grave is iconic. Hey OG, how's it going? Find anything new yet? I mean, I've just been going through beating the side quests and whatnot. How's it going for you? Did you find a good stage to end the stream with? For Super Mario Maker? Yeah, the one bad thing about streaming from the console is that I can't really share my screen with you guys. I mean, I could, but general internet OPSEC is that I will not share anything on my main screen ever with you guys. Which is not true. I've accidentally hit the display scene a time or two, but I always keep everything super sanitized. Not that I'm like super paranoid about anything that I would have. It's just good practice, I think. Right. You did find something, plus a nice last viewer level from a nice viewer. The stage that you were playing right when I left looked pretty interesting. I think it had like the bombs stacked on top of each other with spikes. Chadwick Bloody Roar ruled. It had sort of Power Stone mechanics, and there was sort of risk-reward to powered up mode versus normal mode for your fighter. Really, I don't remember it very well at all. Galamoth, it's incredible. They beat every single uploaded level of Mario Maker before the server shut down. Every level was beaten? I did not know that. It's crazy. If I had a chance to watch the new Marvel preview, the Marvel preview of what, like Tokone, the fighting game, or like a movie? Hi. Have we met this person? I can't remember. Doomsday. No. I don't do the best job keeping up with the Marvel stuff. I don't really know much about Doctor Doom, to be honest, other than just his iconic design, and now he's being played by Robert Downey Jr. I know a lot of people are kind of dooming about it, but I don't really care that much, to be honest. It just came out, so I can check it out. Okay, cool. I'm sure it'll get sent to me sometime throughout the week. Are you a big Marvel fan, OG? Galamoth, the final level that got cleared ended up being a cheated level somebody made, so the actual final level had already been cleared and nobody knew. Oh, that's crazy. It's not terribly surprising. There were a bunch of altered levels in both Mario Maker 1 and 2. OG somewhat, the last few movies were some duds, really. Years after they'd all come out, I did try to quote-unquote binge, which I mean like I would watch maybe a movie every couple days or so. All of the stuff leading into Infinity Wars. Or Infinity War. And then I think I stopped there. There's a couple Marvel movies that I still want to see. I still need to see all of the Spider-Man movies. But it wasn't on Disney Plus when I had it, which is super freaking annoying because Disney owns Fox. Anyway. I also wanted to watch Doctor Strange 2 because I really liked the first Doctor Strange movie. And then those are the big Marvel ones that I wanted to watch. I heard Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was extremely good, but I was kind of lukewarm on 2. So maybe I'll need to watch it. The Loki show was okay. It didn't live up to the hype for me. But I definitely see Marvel fatigue being a thing. OG, unpopular opinion, you thought Doctor Strange 2 is pretty good? I haven't seen it. I actually didn't even hear that people disliked it at all. Alright. Hi! Hi? Hello. Sorry, I just went blank there for a second. I'm Sitchan, or is it Kachan? Chichan? The other member of the First Scholars. Lynn just gave me your contact and told me to say hello. So, nice to meet you. Don't worry. They told me about your limited speech problem. But yes, we seem to be about the same level. So, I could join your party, right? Anyway, I'm still busy today. But if you don't mind, I'd gladly join tomorrow. Would that be okay? Okie dokie. Well then, see you tomorrow, Leah. Bye. Oh, so it looks like you might soon have a party of 3. Very nice. That boy seems to be a hexacast. They are very useful to have in a party. Galmoth, you're glad you're not the only one that hasn't seen much of the MCU? It takes kind of a decent amount of time investment at this point, yeah. It's weird, though, because I feel like some of their quote-unquote side stories are some of the best content that they've made. Like, I was very, very impressed with the Guardians of the Galaxy when I first saw it, because I had no idea that the MCU was even a thing at that point, because it was when it had first come out. A friend had dragged me to go see it, and so I literally knew nothing about the movie going into it, and I was very surprisingly whelmed by it. And I also liked Doctor Strange a lot. Like, it's, I think, one of the best superhero movies made. Granted, there are a lot of them, but I don't know, that one just, it felt really nice, and I hadn't really known of Doctor Strange before. I liked a lot of the effects. I got to completely miss the controversy over Tilda Swinton playing an Asian man. So, and Shang-Chi was also pretty good. The Eternals was mid. Super mid. Galmoth, you don't think you've watched a single MCU movie all the way through? Such a strange choice. Maybe Robert Downey Jr. is a red herring for the real Doom? Maybe. Chadwick, you love Doctor Doom, but you don't love Tony Stark Doctor Doom? I'm not like the biggest fanboy of Robert Downey Jr. or anything, but the man actually has range. If I could believe that he has it in him to pull out a really good Doctor Doom. And there's a good possibility that we have like the Heath Ledger Joker stuff going on before we actually got to see the performance. Granted, I'm not trying to say Robert Downey Jr. is going to revolutionize Doctor Doom the same way that Heath Ledger revolutionized the Jonkler. Don't get that wrong, but the dude's good. What can you say, really? And if you have any doubt, just watch him playing a dude who's playing another dude that's a dude in Tropic Thunder. OG, they cast Black Panther 3's son for Black Panther 3. You're looking forward to see what they write for that movie. I saw people getting upset about that, but then I think it's because people forgot that the actress that played Shuri kind of went off the deep end, and so Disney doesn't want to deal with her. And I think that's one of the biggest unspoken challenges about making an extended universe for movies like that is drama on and offset and scheduling conflicts and all this stuff. It's a miracle that any of these movies get made with any amount of coherence or consistency at all. So, OG, what is your favorite Marvel movie? And everybody else in chat, for that matter. The real Doom shows up in one shot to RDJ? Maybe. I see you obtained the blue ice shade. You can now take the laser rails to reach Maroon Valley. As a person, she has some ridiculous takes and is straight up tinfoil, but her character was perfectly fine. Yeah, I thought she was great as Shuri. No, I mean, I don't know how accurate to the comics she was at all, but I didn't watch Black Panther 2. Like, I didn't even really know that it had come out. But man, like, that news about Chadwick Boseman just was shocking, really. I was so sad to, like, learn about it, because I felt like the dude could have been an icon for a new age, and just to be taken so young is so tragic. Good thing if you found this spot. Why is it so hot? Yeah, first freezing cold, now this. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I like the hot weather here. You probably turned down your temperature sensitivity. Nope, I just really like the heat. I can't even. Yeah, but you know how Disney is. If anybody's remotely problematic, they try to drop them as quickly as possible. Galamoth, your favorite are the Spider-Man 1 and 2 movies? The, what's his name? The director? The Raimi films? Chadwick, in the comics, Stark has worn the mantle of Doctor Doom before, so you're just saying you don't care for this interpretation of the character? Robert Downey Jr. is a fine actor, you're just annoyed? Oh, okay, I had no idea. OG Black Panther is number 1 for you, because with Adventures Endgame up there for a close second. I would need to rewatch both Endgame and Infinity War to figure out which one I prefer of the two. They kind of feel like the Sonic and Knuckles 3. Sonic and Knuckles... So, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles of movies. I said that terribly, but hopefully you get what I meant. Chadwick, they really made the name Chadwick cool for a minute there, but alas, you're stuck to being the only one of note. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Hello, human. You look puzzled. You entered Maroon Valley, hot sandy desert and home of a Shad. Shad? All humans welcome. You should visit Baki Kum, bustling town of Shad. Has big bazaar with great offers. Human want to know more? Talk to me. Apparently he had an accent. Bonjour, Leah. Hi. Say, are you currently free? I'd really like to join your party right now, if you are okay with that. Très bien. Did you just enter Maroon Valley by any chance? Okay, I'll be there in a second. How cute to be playing a single-player game with the party members. Thanks for waiting. Did that Birdman over there talk to you as well? He does that with any new player that stands around for too long, no? I was surprised to meet a non-human race after all. Anyway, we should head to Baki Kum, right? Sounds like the next big town. Well then, off we go. OG, you don't think Disney was going to drop the actor for Shuri, but she's just someone that they couldn't really parade in front of cameras, so to speak? Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I got. I don't know if they really intended to do more movies with her or not. Or her character, I guess I should say. So we're just kind of all left to speculate, really. We finally made it! And after the freezing cold in Bergen Village, the heat is very welcome. Well, that's easy for you to say. I'm already sweating. Oh, come on, you could just turn off the simulation of heat. But I don't want to break the immersion. But this is just too hot. I might have to. Elena? Stella, it's you again. Oh, she's not here right now. Stella's at home. Trader. Nemo. Hey, we found Nemo. Human, want to know way to Baki-kun? Easy. Human, just follow this way to west. You shortly need to turn south, then go west again and follow way below arcs of rock. You then need to turn north to reach deep abyss. Use rocks to jump over it. Afterwards, you need to turn west again and you will reach Great Scar. Amazing view to Hourglass Building. Human, continue west and will soon reach Baki-kun. Human look confused. No problem. Just follow signposts. They will point way to Baki-kun. Phoenix feather. We're gonna get to kill phoenixes. Rapier carrot? It has HP regen. It might be a good replacement of the Daikon. Yes. Dessert Fest? Is this supposed to be desert? Oh, probably not. Not based on the ingredients. Dessert Vest, Desert Sandals. Okay, it does seem deliberate. I don't think I want any of the upgrades except for the carrot. What do I need for that? Water, earth, and stone. Oh, hey, stranger. Hi. Your first time here? Me too. I'm pretty glad that we get a breather after the temple mine. But I can already see new enemies beyond this ravine. I just hope they act as cute as they look. Prof B. Think about it, if we could make such a device, we would need to canvass all areas and distribute them to the Seekers. Let's bring this up when we meet the boss later. Sure, why not? Oh, I broke him because he was just doing the tail thing in the ground? I need to get up there. Oh, these are like baobab trees. Baobab? Baobab? I don't know. Man, we played so long yesterday, no? I barely got any sleep last night. Or rather, today. Leah's no-lifing it. What's the dude? Leah, hello. Hi. Another fateful meeting. I just left another player with the task to place a probe. It was easier than expected. Someone just came in and... Oh, wait, sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, would you like to help again? That wasn't me auto-scrolling, that was the game. Are you sure? That's amazing. Thank you so much. The tasks are the same as last time. I went to gather some data for Maroon Valley this time. It's a rural area, but I need the survey data. Here, another compiled list for you. Some enemy scouting, and of course a probe. I asked another, I think some cave. Sorry, I'm awfully agitated today. Wait, am I done with that already? There's no way. No. Wait, we're one of the enemies named Tim. Thanks. Please come back once you're done. And in case you forgot what the probe looks like, this is the same as the one next to me. I forgot what it looked like to get probed. I mean, wait, what? Welcome back in, Meow. How's it going? Chadwick used the headlight resurfacing kit today. You can absolutely recommend it if somebody has cloudy headlights. I'll keep that in mind. Upside down crosses getting buried St. Peter style. I understood that reference. Galmut's it's exciting when things work well if you're used to expecting them to go wrong. That is sadly very true, though. Very true. Yeah, you can use any car polish. You had some really fine sandpaper as well. But yeah, buffing headlights gets them looking new. Alright, so... yeah, we do have an enemy named Tim. That's what I needed to know. I'm gonna hydrate here, so give me a moment. All right. Bro, these crab scorpion things really are super cute, though. I really like that design. Lumber. So I need to get higher to get over there? Yeah, you used to see yellow headlights all the time, then you started offering services to clean them up. A lot of people liked it. That would be a pretty good way to stand out, wouldn't it? Speaking of yellow lights, I read recently that there's a town or a city in Arizona that is replacing its LED lights with orange LED lights, street lights that is. And it's a little bit easier on the eyes, and it's almost like having the old phosphorus style lights. And I saw some pictures of it and I thought it looked great. People were raving how it looked like the night from when they were kids again. By the way, I'm currently studying. Didn't tell you before, no? So I'm in this course that gives out team assignments, right? And today I had a bit of trouble with all of that. Why? It's a bit complicated. Don't know how or why we broke them exactly. We did it. I should probably put that botanist thing back on. Vanilla ice cream. I love vanilla ice cream. I think it was the helmet. Yeah. Was that it? Did she not have more for her story? How do I get up there? I'm over here. So you see, we had this team meeting today, and everyone was supposed to do their task before then. Thing is, I didn't know about it. She's letting the team down. We gotta drop her from the party. I hated group work as a kid. I would get teamed up with some terrible groups. Alright, now see you back in a bit. Ugh. Am I supposed to parry this dude? What's the deal? What the hell's this? Did I just make him poop fire stuff at us? What a nice, perfectly normal cactus. Why? Oh, this is why. Apparently that's not how that works, guys. Wait, does this not reach? Thought it would. Alright, so there's probably a thing I need to hit elsewhere. How do I activate that thing? I was too focused on following the cliffs. Ah. It just fell off the cliff. We did it! I think. Alright, Galamoth, see you in a bit. Now we should be able to go all the way back to the beginning like this, I think. No, I need to get up higher. No! Wait, how? Wait, I don't think I've been here. So I need to go up higher. Okay. Yeah. So my goal was to get up there. No? It's to get up there. We got, ooh, a rainbow gem. I don't really know why ooh, other than it's new. Hit it. Think I can make it. Don't know if that's the intended way. Chadwick, you made an and are a sandwich? You just made and are a sandwich. You are a sandwich? So, I should have definitely known that I couldn't jump there. Chili dog. I made some curry dogs. Cheese curry dogs for lunch. They were amazing. One day you'll proofread. Uh-huh. No. Not even close to what you thought you typed? What did you thought you typed? I feel like there's some gimmick to these dudes that I need to understand. Maybe it's just only hitting them when they come out, I don't know. What's a curry dog? It's essentially just a chili dog, but instead of using chili, you use curry. There are some Madras lentils that I like to get, like curry packets. They're kind of expensive for what they are, but I mean, I tend to value meals as meals rather than just how expensive an item is. And it's essentially just a hot dog on a slightly toasted bun with some cheese and curry as the topping instead of chili. Chadwick, you thought you typed you made a sandwich? No idea where the period and R came from? At first I thought you were trying to make an acronym and auto speech, auto text or whatnot just got in the way. Like PB&J, something along those lines, like BLT. Oh, I'm blind as hell. How did I miss that? Hey, Global, how's it going? What's a curry, dog? Not much, how are you? You know me, currying favor. So this is just a shortcut, it seems. I guess a curry dog would be more on topic for a game like Fallout New Vegas. Currying. Chadwick, incidentally, it was a BLT with a fried egg. BLTs are wonderful. Golden bars. Ah, they must see me spitting. Yeah, as it turns out, I just really like lentil curry. Okay, that better be worth it. The thief's band. Just wearing this band will make enemies drop more credits in fear. Too bad it gets rid of botanist, otherwise I'd use it. Not really been running out of credits after the very beginning of the game either. They did send a message about the meeting, you see. So guess what happened? It ended up as spam. Of course I wouldn't see it. Who checks their spam on a regular basis, we? Totally defeats the purpose. It's not how I wanted to inflect that, but we'll have to go with it. Am I a pan, fry, grill Mike? Mike? Might hot doggist? I tend to be lazy, so if I want to be doing other things like cleaning like I was, I'll honestly just boil them a lot. But really, grill is the best way to do it. And I mean like a charcoal grill, but I'm not going to go through all that trouble. Oof or boil, you guess. But a lot of it really just depends on the quality of the hot dog you buy to begin with. Chadwick, you microwave? I don't microwave. Even though I microwave a decent amount of things, I guess I'd be afraid of it exploding. I don't know how to microwave a hot dog evenly. I should probably get good at it someday. But I mean, I don't know why. It just feels a lot easier for me to just boil it, because I never worried about them being underdone because I just wait until they start floating a bit. Then you know they're good. Kind of like boiled eggs. I was hired to get there. Wait, how did I even... Oh, microwave was the explanation of Mike. I see. I should probably pick that up, to be fair. Yeah, but I will pan fry hot dogs on occasion. It's just sometimes the hot dogs will leave a little bit of residue that can be kind of annoying to clean. And boiling is just so ridiculously easy. Chadwick, if you're colossally drunk, you'll make a hot dog, but not the to-go method in your world. At least you understand the predicament, Chadwick. I appreciate the understanding. Considering that you are a sandwich and all. But I mean, to be fair, like, hot dogs are not a gourmet meal. And I don't think the preparation is nearly as big as a deal as the quality of the product that you buy to begin with. So for me, it's like charcoal grill is S tier, especially if you get that nice smoky flavor in it. And then everything else is B tier or lower, you know? Sorry, Mr. Hill, with your propane and propane accessories. So then, Chadwick, what is your go-to method for consuming hots of dog? So I need to get back up there. Speaking of hots, poor terrible thing that happened to Heroes of the Storm. It was a kind of fun game. I tried it a little bit. I liked a couple characters a lot, but I just didn't really like the meta of the game itself. So I didn't get super hard into it. But it's a little bit unfortunate that Blizzard didn't support it more, which is probably the story of Blizzard's life at this point. It feels extra sad just knowing that the game could have been better had they supported it a little bit more. I feel for all of the people who spent a lot of time devoting themselves to the competitive scene and whatnot. To this day, Artanis is still one of the most fun champions, or whatever you want to call them, that I played in one of those types of games. He was my boy. Is this a phoenix? Chadwick, you want a good Flint Coney dog now? Angelo's with Coney sauce made with organ meats. The best dog on earth. Ask next if they also spent more money. Did they really need to spend more money? I mean, objectively, in a way, yeah. They just needed to hire or, like, keep their devs employed. Like, to be fair, I wrote off HOTS a lot, but the way that I started playing it was because I would... Forgive me. I played League of Legends back in the day, and I had other friends who played Dota, and we all compromised by playing Heroes of the Storm with another friend instead. It kind of worked out. There's a hell of a lot more casual game that way. We finally got birds in Crossroads. Très bien. Other than those space birds, that is. Oh, Asnex, when I said that I felt bad for the people that played a lot, you added that you felt bad for those who put in money. That's probably true. I forget that people spend ridiculous sums of money whaling those types of games. I don't know if I ever spent any money in that game, which leads me to believe I didn't, which is, I mean, doesn't help make my case that it was sad that it died, because if I wasn't willing to spend money, like, how's it gonna survive? Look at all those bones. Some creatures have been really busy around here. Actually, I think I might have spent a little bit of money. Or maybe I got some of the skins for free. I think I got a skin for the orc guy that was a samurai, which is really cool. It had like the banner on his back. Kind of reminded me of Yoshimitsu from Soul Calibur. I'm just glad that I had the reservations to not go out of my way to buy a black Alabaster skin for League of Legends. Because I played a hell of a lot of Alabaster. And when I did try to go back and play League of Legends briefly once, they changed Alabaster's kit and I didn't know it. I would have been so salty had I spent like this hundreds of dollars that the stupid skin was worth at the time. This is a beta skin. I was tempted, but I did it. I did spend a little bit of money on League of Legends, but generally my thought process is for live service games, if I'm enjoying the game as much as, or if not more than, a single player game, I'm totally happy to throw some bones their way, so that way it helps justify their development costs and whatnot. Alright, that's next. You have a good one. Take care. So I need to come in from the top. Damn, I feel like every zone, or every screen in this zone, requires so much meticulous platforming between these things. Of course that doesn't work. Hey, I wonder if I could get them to step on it. Wake up! It didn't work. Man, that was a good idea until it wasn't. I guess I thought this was higher than it was. Whoops. Oh, I just misread glaring as garlicking. Garlicking rock, of course. It's like when your garlic powder gets all clumped up together. It'd be really nice if I had a way to bring down the enemies in the air. I need a Shoryuken or something. Of course. Why would that be on the same space? How do I get up there? How do I get up there? So I need to get there somehow. Wait. Okay, no. I couldn't tell if this thing was lower. I was like, could I just jump on this? silly. We cheated. I don't know if that's what we're supposed to do. I'm assuming not. That's what I did do. Oh. Oh, no, it's fine. Whoa, you can actually walk through here? Glaring rock. The rocks are looking. Reminds me of the part in Vegas Vacation when they throw the meat on the rock and you can hear it sizzling on the rock because it's so hot. Of course, it's a movie, so they could have probably added the sound in post. We're back here. So much to keep track of. I wanted to go back to the very beginning as well. Alright, I need to start marking this crap. Although I don't know exactly where I am on here. It's not a quest, but whatever. So long story short, I missed the meeting today. I slept in, arrived too late, meeting was already over. One of my team members saw me and asked me where I'd been. So I just told her I played crossroads. She got so angry, I tell you, lecturing me about how life is not all about fun and games. Seriously, had I known about that stupid meeting, I would have shown up. But no, I play games, so I must be a child and irresponsible. Man, I was so pissed. Oh well, let's go on. Yeah, I've had some groups that had people that did not participate as much as they should have in the past, and that's always annoying. Which is why it's always important to document what you do and what tasks other people need to do, folks. Can't make it there. Damn it. Did I just screw up? Was I actually on the right track? No, I tried this before, and we got... Okay, no, that's fine. So how do I get up to the very top? So I won't be able to do that for a while, which is very annoying to me. Damn it, I didn't mean to walk off the screen. Chadwick turned himself into a sandwich or something? Did you miss anything else? Not too much. We discussed about our favorite ways to prepare hot dogs. So now you get to reveal yours and we get to judge you. Oh, you can step on lily pads? Does this really change anything for me? Palm apple seed. How do I get out of here? Oh, never mind. Say, I told you the lilies are safe. This is too much. Oh, come on. You just find them in a pan mostly? I gave Chadwick the cursed answer that I'm lazy and will often boil them. Because I don't want to deal with the residue of pan frying them sometimes. That is, if I'm not actually grilling them or something. I am still not going to remember that I can step on those lilies. Can't even reach there. Such a nice tree, really sticks out. Right, I can't get anywhere over here, it's annoying. Maroon tree. Global, you've learned the beauty of boiling sausage links and then pan-frying them to brown them. What difference does that make? Does the steam evaporating off of the links make it better? It sounds intriguing. I could potentially see the thought behind that. But if it just means there's another dish I need to clean, it's going to be a very hard sell. Okay, we will be able to get over there. Let's go ahead and talk to the Argonian. Global, otherwise it's hard to cook them through in a pan. That can be an issue sometimes. It's just also why I like the simplicity of boiling. As soon as they start floating, like Pennywise, you know you're good. Because, there was one time I was cooking, like frying a hot dog for like 15 minutes and it wasn't cooked through, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Stop, human! You need pass from Eldris if you want to enter cave. You find Eldris in Bakikum, Sad village to the west. He's angry. Why? Oops. This sitar thing definitely gives Chrono Trigger vibes. Wait, how do I stay all the way up here? Oh, we need access right there. I should have stayed up there. Galamoth, what's everyone's favorite Mario game, 2D and or 3D? In some ways, I'd like to say Super Mario Maker 2 because you get to make your own levels, but just trying to find levels that I enjoy is very difficult. And a lot of the online features kind of suck, and a lot of the levels are just god-awful. So for me, my favorite Mario game ever is Super Mario Bros. 3. Maroon Chestnut. Was anyone else here live when Super Mario World came out? I plead the fifth. Global Super Mario 3 all day? Hell yeah. I think really when you compare Super Mario 3 to Super Mario Bros. 2, it is just so crazy how much they innovated for Super Mario Bros. 3. Doesn't feel as crazy going from Super Mario Bros. 1 to 2. Oh, I should have specified. When I said Super Mario Bros. 2, I meant like the Japanese Super Mario Bros. 2, not the fake-ass American one, Doki Doki Panic, that we got. And then when I said Super Mario Bros. 2 to 3... Hold on. And then I said from Super Mario Bros. 1 to 2 and then 3, I was talking about the American ones. So that was way too confusing on my part. So anyway, if you look at the transition between Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels to Super Mario Brothers 3, it's just staggering what they did. But if you only looked at it from the American perspective of SMB1, SMB2, and then 3, it didn't seem as crazy. But also having Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES and coming up with all of that, to me, is also extra impressive. Galamoth, you like World a whole lot, though? I do think that Super Mario World definitely gives Super Mario Bros. 3 a run for somebody's money. And I could wholeheartedly respect somebody who prefers World over 3, because it is obviously more quote-unquote modern for the time. Maybe not nowadays. It's a more modern game, and it has a lot better quality of life in many regards, especially with being able to save the game. But 3 just had a level of charm to it that I really enjoy. Galamoth, you think you like the Nintendo version of 3 more? I don't know. I really did respect what they did with Super Mario Bros. All-Stars and porting SMB3 onto the SNES. But there are some very minor differences between them, to be fair. Chadwick's Super Nintendo was incredible looking on its introduction, and World was like the game that sold it. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. World was bundled with it, which is kind of crazy when you look at how little you get with many consoles nowadays. I guess they do have bundles still, but I mean, the base Super Nintendo had the bundle. Man, I really miss a lot of the extra little goodies that you'd get with games and stuff back in the day. Super Mario Brothers World with the Super Nintendo had the booklets, a map, and stuff. My favorite swag of all time that I've gotten from a game was the Illusion of Gaia one. Came with a poster, a t-shirt, this big ass box with stuff in it. Nostalgia. Alright, I'm gonna hydrate here and stretch a little bit and admire the cute little dog. 1 minute here. I think Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is an extremely good game, but I don't think it's a good Mario game. And I didn't really play enough of any of the 3D ones to have much of an opinion on them. I did not like the controls of 64. Sacrilegious, I know, but whatever, deal with it. I didn't have an N64. I didn't like the controller for the N64. And I always did want to play Super Mario Sunshine a lot. And I never got around to it. And then I saw that they remade it for the Switch, which was really cool, but I didn't buy it because Nintendo wanted the full $60 for that game. And I'm like, guys, this game is old. We're not going to pay this much, Nintendo, please. And so I still haven't played it, but I always wanted to. Chadwick, it was the perfect expansion on the magic of 64. The flood made play so much more fun, though. I'm really giving Super Mario to the Dark Souls 2 treatment. Me? Super Mario? No. Oh, Super Mario 2? Wait. So let's say Yoshi's Island is kind of like the Dark Souls 2 of the Mario franchise, isn't it? And no matter what you say, you will never change my mind by the virtue of there being a literal crying baby with Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And then, if it wasn't obvious, I haven't played Super Mario Odyssey or Galaxy. Don't have anything against them. heard they're really good. Actually, the thing that I have against them is the price point at times. That's about it. I guess, generally, I just don't really enjoy a lot of 3D platformers like that now that I think about it. Maybe that's not true. I enjoyed Jak and Daxter a lot. I liked the first Crash, but I'd never perfected it, never got all of the boxes. And some of the controls of Crash were a little bit rough. Or if not the controls, the camera angles for sure. Whoa, look at these. You better watch your step. Thought she was trolling me. Chadwick, you don't get why people are jazzed about Yoshi's Island? You have it, you've played it when it came out. It was good, but nah, too much of a departure. Pretty much, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Hey, Robbie, how's it going? How is the progress for Castlevania? Or have you started working on something else again? Continuing Metal Gear Solid 2. Nice. Not sure what I'm supposed to be. Okay, never mind. Hidden Blade. Small, surprising, and deadly, the preferred weapon of spies and assassins. That's a lot of focus. Galamoth, you adore Yoshi's Island, and you're playing Odyssey right now and having an absolute blast? Nice! Yeah, like I was saying, I think Yoshi's Island is an excellent game. Just not an excellent Mario game. And that it does feel like too much of a departure. There are a lot of elements of Yoshi's Island that I really like the, ability to change Yoshi into some of the vehicles for the little mini games is pretty cool. The egg throwing stuff is pretty neat. I really like that stuff a lot. Being able to use other NPCs to move around, such as Spike or the Poochie the dog. Pochi? Don't remember his name. Wait, isn't he called Spike in Tetris Attack? And then Pochi in the game? I don't remember. And then, of course, there's always Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy. Iconic. And Yoshi's Island did have really interesting stage / level design and even enemy design. Or back in this spot. Okay, I just never went down. Robbie, you didn't go on vacation to Disneyland because you have a new dog and your uncle's also on vacation. Oh man, sorry about Disneyland, but I hope you enjoy quality time with your new dog and everything. That's very exciting. What kind of dog is it? Galamoth, you don't really see Yoshi's Island as a Mario game? Speaking of Yoshi and whatnot, the new Yoshi game I heard is actually really good. I saw a video of it that looked a hell of a lot better than the trailer that they initially announced the game with, because the trailer made it look like a baby game made for babies, but the other trailer made it look like a regular game. It might still be an easy one, I don't know, but it looked a lot nicer. Which, to be fair, I feel like Yoshi's games have been real hit or miss. I tried the... was it Yoshi's Story for the N64? And that was terrible. I know for some people it's going to be a game that they adore, probably because they grew up with it. But I didn't really have the benefit of that nostalgia when I tried to play it. And it just felt so slow and sluggish and I could not get into it. I was also really disappointed that the different colored Yoshis didn't have different abilities. Because I remember when Super Mario World came out. Damn it. So much for pleading the fifth. Just really enjoying the kind of different power-ups that you get from eating the shells as different colored Yoshis and whatnot. And wondering what a purple Yoshi's power-up would be. Or a black Yoshi. And then in Yoshi's Story, it didn't matter at all. It was very disappointing. Can I make that? It probably doesn't matter, huh? Robbie, the Ninja Gaiden collection's messing you up? Or it will mess you up? Let's go back this way. Can I even make it? No, I gotta go the other way. Ugh! Wait, I thought it connected in this way. Apparently it doesn't. It's my apparent inability to read a map. It's coming to bite me in the butt. Oh yeah, I did never try to go here. Wait, I can't even get there. Anyway. Probably you're scared of those games because they're harder than Devil May Cry, really? Chadwick says if you play on normal, they're not so bad. Sacre blue, what do I do? Squishy teeth. Devil May Cry predates Ninja Gaiden by 3 years. Not the original Ninja Gaiden, right? Bro, this looks way higher than this. Why? Because of that NPC running? I don't know. Alright, so now I want to go left. Getting used to the controls in Metal Gear Solid is the real challenge. I believe it. Such an old game like that. Chadwick, the only time of day you ever think to play games is this 10 p.m. to bedtime period? Because you're watching me play games, right? Get down there. Wait, how? What? But the thing was down there to get over here, so I have to come in from another way? So to just go all the way up instead? Gaming with the sun up makes you want to tear your skin off for some reason now? Do you feel too dirty and unproductive? I think I landed on that. Maybe not. Maybe it's a visual thing. How do I get to these places? Welcome back, Meow. Lots of rabbits in your neighborhood. My dog found a rabbit yesterday or the day before. Chadwick, you guess so? It's just not how you ever want to spend your time. You like learning more than anything, so your free time gets spent studying stuff. You can do both. Have educational podcasts on while you game. You've been learning about the Cuban Missile Crisis for the last 3 or 4 days? That's a dense subject. Yeah, I mean, any type of history where you actually need to know some political science like that can be very intense. Or intensive. I don't know if this... is having its elevation continually raised. Looks like it's not. This should be a new zone. It's not on. Blindly follow this guy. Or not. Oh, I didn't expect that would work. Hey, Zafe, how's it going, sir? Congrats on releasing your latest video. It looks pretty cool. I have not checked it out, though. Maybe one day in the near future, I'll do some more React streams and check them out. But how's it going for you? Yeah, your dog's real good about not chasing stuff. She definitely notices them, though. It's really funny to me, like, how my dog... Sorry, hold on. Of course I promised I'd do my part as soon as possible, but I was so mad. No way I could concentrate on work. Yeah, it's really interesting to me how my dog will go sprinting after squirrels or rabbits in the yard, but he just does not give a damn about them if we're out on an adventure. Like, it actually made me really worried about how he'd react to other animals if he ever actually caught one for a while. But then he did find a kitten in the yard once. And he didn't try to murder it, which is pretty reassuring. How am I? This game looks cute. This game is pretty cool. Have you seen any of the videos about Alabaster Dawn? Because this is made by the same people, but this one came out a couple years back. And when I saw trailers for Alabaster Dawn, I was like, oh man, this game looks phenomenal. And this was a game that I'd known of already and was on my list of games to check out, but I just didn't really go out of my way to check it out until I saw the Alabaster Dawn stuff. And I was like, oh man, wait, they made another game? Oh, is this game? So in anticipation for Alabaster Dawn ever coming out of early access, I wanted to check this one out. And this, you could definitely tell, is crafted with a lot of love. Has a lot of old school JRPG vibes. So if you're a fan of a game like Secret of Mana, the 2D Legends of Zeldas, or Star Oceans, this game definitely hits a lot of the notes. Even Chrono Trigger vibes are in the game, and since you're a big fan of gaming music, you'll probably like this one as well. It's currently free on PS Plus, by the way, so if you want to save a couple bucks, if you have PS Plus, be sure to pick it up. You haven't heard of either, but it looks like it'd be up your alley. Oh man, so Alabaster Dawn has some of the smoothest sprite work that I've ever seen. I'm pretty convinced at this point, whoops, that it might be made in 3D. Just because of how smooth it looks. But I haven't really looked into the details. It just recently came into early access. You do have PS Plus? Oh yeah, definitely grab this, bro. Its price is free. So even if you don't play it soon, it should still be in your library, you know? Yeah, no problem. How has the vid making been going? I see, you know, you just released that Radagon one. Oh yeah, by the way, I had a little bit of feedback for the thumbnail. I think the Radagon thing and the troll guy, not troll, what's it called? The Misbegotten looks pretty good. I was wondering if it would pop a little bit better if you used like a more blue cosmic effect, like maybe in the Elden Ring arena or something, because it might be a little bit difficult to differentiate the red against red. But I don't feel like my thumbnails are particularly good, so of course take that with a big old grain of salt. You can pretty much have the same thematics going on, unless you really wanted the red there for some reason. Global, did Zafe do the 3D modeling in his vid? Got it. Zafe, you A/B tested a few, and the one that won had better color contrast. Interesting. Okay. Because somebody had posted it in the Discord, so I'm not sure which version of the thumbnail I got. I probably should A/B test thumbnails, but I kind of hate making thumbnails already. I guess I don't really hate making thumbnails, I just wish I was better at making them. I feel like I get to the thumbnail part of making a video, and most of the time I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm going to do here. Zafe, you did a bit of modeling, but it was mostly animation and retexturing of existing models. Still really cool stuff. It's always impressive to me when somebody goes out of the way to do stuff like that to me. Like V-Limit will do stuff like that, which is super cool as well. How do we get here? Do I have to drop in? Oh wait. We got to the annoying part. Oh, it's higher up. Why can't I go here? Okay. Can I... get back to the first screen now that we've got that red barrier going? How would I get up there? So it wouldn't be from this screen, at least. How did I not do the full jump? Anyway. Zafe, you did your own character animation and some motion cap for Radagon, which is horrible. My condolences. Well, I, at the very least, do like trying to do different stuff for videos at times. If for no other reason than to just kind of push myself and learn more about the process of something. And so you might be laying the groundwork for future videos or future projects. You never really know. Like, one of the favorite visual effects that I did in one of my videos was on the video of for gold and silver in Elden Ring. I made this pseudo rustic painting look for Taupes, and I spliced in some of his cut dialogue. I was really pleased with how that turned out, which I don't really expect anybody to ever notice. And it's been so long since I've done an effect like that that I kind of forgot how I did it. Alright, so let's try to go up that way somehow. Oh. We're too low, so I need to be up here. So I need to shoot myself up here. Yes, I thought gotta play some Crossroads. Let off some... Oh, look at this. It's pretty. That's cool. I really dig the background there. Not just the shape of the building and whatnot, but the use of colors, the very slight parallax between this foreground, the bottom midground, the midground, the second to back background with the mountains, and then the skybox. Yeah, they got a lot of layers in this, huh? Zay, if you've been learning Blender for your last few vids, you'd be interested to hear my thoughts if I'd ever do more lore streams. Oh, on the videos? Yeah, absolutely. I'll try to give you a heads up if I ever do watch them, and if you ever want me to hold off for your availability, I am more than happy to accommodate, because I definitely know what it's like to want more direct feedback and stuff. But it looks like Crossworlds is shaping up to be a much larger game than I was initially expecting. So maybe after I complete Crossworlds, I might do a couple React streams or something. And then figure out when I want to play after this. How does she not reach? It can go farther. I knew it. It wasn't just a conspiracy. You fully get that I have more fun things to do, though. It's not necessarily the fun stuff as much as it is I just kind of like having personal continuity between projects. And then sometimes I feel like if I don't play a game for a little bit more than a while, I'm like, what the hell was I doing? So how did I make it before? It was almost like a fluke that I did it at all. Let me cheese the game. Fine, we'll do it normally. How am I gonna get out of this? This will probably have to let me out somehow. Either that or teleport out, right? Golden satchels. I thought it said berserk for a second. I was like, oh no! Don't use fire on the fire mobs in the desert. Actually, now that I think about it, it'd be really cool to be able to control the other characters Star Ocean style. Makes me wonder if they branched out with any of that in Alabaster Dawn. So now I need to get to the very top of the stage if I can. I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I need to shoot that, I forgot. Alabaster Dawn does look pretty cool. You'd be checking that out. Nice. I'm at the point now where I've pretty much forgotten all of what was in the trailer other than how good the animations were, which is kind of honestly where I want to be at in a game. I like to be almost as blind as possible, because sometimes trailers can show off way too much and it's a little bit easy to learn too much. Oh, I should have shot it from over there. I screwed up. Screwed up. This is off. It's been so many screens at this point, I forgot what I was trying to do. It is nice that a lot of the monsters aren't always aggro at me. So Zaif, what have you been playing recently, if anything at all? Is this just a shortcut? What is this? Why? Doesn't make breakfast at all. Oh, did I screw up? I was supposed to go this way to begin with. Why did you be jumping over there? Keep jumping off the exact same way. Right. I need to go back to the beginning to figure out if I could get over that way. If that wouldn't help me. It's too far from everything, right? Yeah. So let's assume the top is no good. Can I get up here? I don't think I can. Safe, you caught my question while you were on the way to the bathroom? Rip. I was asking, what other games have you been playing lately? Some smaller games on Steam? Damn it. Violin. Get out of combat. A little Chinese Castle Crashers game called Lost Castle 2. I think I know what you're talking about. I wonder if I wishlisted that one. It sounds really familiar, actually. I was like, I don't remember if I did wishlist that or not. I was like, is this too similar to Castle Crashers? No, that is on my wish list, yeah. Small World. Yeah, it looks like a little beat 'em up. Yeah, it looked cute and interesting. Like the art. Didn't realize it was a Chinese game. How was it? It was pretty great, nice, or pretty neat. Meow, you've been playing this little game called Fortnite? Oh, really? Unfortunately, Meow, the thing is with you, I can't tell when you're trolling or when you're being serious. Mr. Barbie's Horse Adventures Aficionado. Damn it, do I have to do that? I think I do. I feel like I've just been trying to backtrack to the top of this area since the very beginning of this zone, which that's literally been the case. Is the one thing I've been doing since I came into the zone, just to get this damn chest. Zafe, the combat was very reminiscent of Monster Hunter of all things, which you weren't expecting. The Great Sword in particular plays like Monster Hunters, and all the weapons play very differently. Is it as grindy as Monster Hunter? I don't think I can get to the top. So maybe I'm missing something somewhere else. Otherwise I have to come in here from the bottom again. Now you actually have been playing Fortnite just because the homies in the art group play it. Do you enjoy it, at least? You're just trying to fit in. How do I get to the very top? The new part I don't. Okay, so it does want me to get up there at least. Phoenix feather. I wonder if I can make that jump. Alright, but this would not connect in that way. Thank God, no, not as grindy, but it does have roguelike elements too, so it's different. Nice. Meow, Fortnite isn't as fun as hunting rats, but yeah, it's okay. You used to play it with your nephews too. Were you big on the building? Hey, without horns, how's it going? The crosses, or the codes have been crossed at this rate. I'm getting frazzled. I'm trying to figure out where I need to go to get this treasure box. I feel like an 8-year-old that can't solve the maze puzzles in a restaurant menu thing that isn't the menu. Whatever that thing is called. The mat? Like the splash mat? Oh, I can't think of what it's called. at least hitting the cacti is satisfying. Wait, why didn't I ever just try to cheese it? I don't think I can get across five space gaps. How's the dogs? Unfortunately, it's only one dog now. He has been having some issues, maybe with allergies. I've started giving him her food, or mixing it in, and I'm wondering if he's been having an allergic reaction to that. Because he was itchy again last night a little bit, and this morning. So I might just be keeping him on his food. I need to stop fat fingering the analog stick. I don't think I can get there like that. Thought I could land on the cactus. Oh, this is how we do it. Figured it out. Is me being a Goomba. Yep, this is a hell of a lot easier than connecting literally to every possible screen in the zone and trying to stay on the top for 5 screens. Who'd have thunked it? Galamoth, you don't suppose anybody has played Dench Attack yet? I have not, no. So much fun, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but with trains. The funny thing is, I think I was the first person to post the trailer for that on Discord. I have a lot of friends who are really interested in Jet Set Radio, and that game definitely gave me those vibes. Oh no, it's not his tummy. He's been breaking out in hives and been really itchy. But he was a lot better today. I think the Benadryl is helping, and I'm gonna have to keep monitoring and maybe keep testing to figure out if he's actually allergic to her food. Because I have a decent amount of her food left that I don't want to waste. Watman, Josephine, Crowfather. We keep seeing that dude. Okay, so we got all of the chests there. So now we need to figure out how the heck we get across this chasm. And then we need to figure out a way to get the other chest that I can open. I think I must have gotten that, so I think I'll be able to take this off. Yeah, okay. How did that even happen? Anyway. Progress, I hope. Ooh. Mon Dieu, what a view! That must be Fazro Temple, no? Well, to be honest, I may have overdone it yesterday. But it was so much fun, no? Sometimes it makes you wish you could just stay in this world. Oh no, dangerous thinking. Leas, let's not neglect real life like this, d'accord? I'm sure it won't end well. Leah, is something the matter? She can't talk. I know, I tend to talk too much, but you know, if something is bothering you, you can just tell me about it. Does she really not think that we can communicate? Just like I did, you see? I feel much better already just by speaking with you. Well, I won't pressure you, but know I'm here to listen, okay? That's what friends are for, right? Okay, I got my feel of this view. Let's go on. Yeah, the real question is, why doesn't Leah just write? Whoa! It's a dragon. Want to reach Hourglass Building, human? Easy, go look for statue in home village. Baki Kum. Village very close. Human just needs to go west. Galamoth, you don't know how to feel about the nearly silent protagonist thing they're doing? It's strange. Oh yeah, that reminds me, so, what's her name? Emily's dialogue there feels like it's a little bit on the nose, foreshadowing, backshadowing, whatever you want to call it. It might tie into what was going on with Suzuka's brother. Can't remember his name. Anyway, Suzuka being Leah's alter ego, main ego. Because I guess Leah's technically the alter ego. Looks like we're almost there. Damn, this is a quick checkpoint. Henry, the researcher, asked you to find all of the landmarks in Maroon Valley. I guess we did. Now that I know that I can step on the lily pads. Oh, there's a blue plate there. Got it. And then we'll need to step on that. Okay. Yeah, I know Rats Night got a couple of small ones last night. Sound disappointed. Isn't that a good thing, though? Because it means they might not be around. Who are you punching? Hardened liver. Punch that cactus? Thanks, I will. We'll make it without thorns. Now you like the idea of being rat-free, but it also means your hawks get nothing? Oh, do you actually have hawks? I thought you said you were thinking about it. It was like thinking of hawking. Hawking up a loogie. Here we are, that should be the village. So, how about we go ahead and visit the major building now? You know, to continue the plot and all? Backy Coombe unlocked, Shad unlocked. We made it! Yeah, that was one hell of an area. Tell me about it. But look at this right here. I was told this is like an urban village for those Shad or whatever. Looks like they're pretty advanced after all. I mean, this is a solar farm, right? I think this was built by humans. At least a friend told me there's some kind of relationship going on between humans and Shad. Oh, that makes more sense, I guess. Let's contact the guild. Hi! Hey Leah, why the DL? I'm in your party, no? We're a higher level than this guy now. He's slacking. He's doing real life stuff? What the hell? Meow, you feed them on top of a certain spot on the fence, but you never caught one. Oh, okay. But they show up anytime you put something there for them? Man, humans are crazy. There really was someone that was like, yeah, that bird of prey, I'm gonna catch it and make it mine. And it's gonna catch other birds. Real life Pokemon. How did I get to the top again? I forgot already. Oh, this way. So I think that might be it for here. So, okay, folks, since we're kind of nearing the end of the stream, we'll go ahead and pick up doing the town stuff first thing next time. That'll be at the normal time of 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully I will catch you all on the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.